I am here to inform you Rob will no longer be an issue with our Saturday night experiences. Hello, everybody. Rob is in the shower. He's taking longer than expected, so I took the courtesy of starting his own show. But how is everybody doing tonight? I ran your intro, Rob.
You did? Good man.
Oh, hello, Papa Rouse, Dirt Devil Detecting, Backbreaking Shannon. Yes, Shannon. I did my own intro too. Yes, it's much better than the last time.
Howdy, everybody.
We got Relic Reaper in the house. Amanda just chilling. Hello. Gold Panning Jacko. Hello. Well, Rob, I went to eat at a hole-in-the-wall dive Mexican restaurant for dinner tonight.
Okay, that can be really good or that can be really bad.
Well, it was good enough. The waitress, the cook, and the dishwasher got a tip.
Ooh, that's a good night.
It's also a cheap restaurant. It was really good. It checks all the requirement boxes for ZACKSON, cheap and good.
Hey, those pretty much are Rob's two requirements. All right, let's try the light tonight.
How is everybody doing tonight?
I could do this with the new computer because it's actually got four USBs in the front.
Nice. Can you control the light through your screen, through your settings?
Well, it has its own.
Oh.
So there's regular. And then we have. Hold on, let's see what we got here.
Hello, Minix.
We have soft white, a yellowish, which I think looks pretty good. Green.
No, no green.
Blue.
No.
Purple. Red. Dark red. Orange. Multicolor if we're having a disco. And then back to white. I like that yellow one right there.
Yeah, that looks fine.
All right. I wish it looked that good during the daytime, but these ring lights that you buy on Amazon for like $20, they're just not powerful enough to give you light brighter than the daytime.
Yeah.
All right, let's say hi to some people here tonight. I know you've been doing that, so let's Old Piron, Little Penny, Mystic, Joe, Bad Idea Lab. Good evening, Happy Bears, Captain Vic. Let's get this party started. DK1, Bilster, Silver Wishes. Okay, so we go down. J. Paul, Bells, Bryant Willier, Mrs. Candu. Good evening. Marty V. There's Cricket. Hello, Cricket. Backbreaking. Good evening. Dirt Devil Detective. Miss Patty. Hello. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Zeus must have pooped. Zeus must have pooped. He's running around like he's got a firecracker up his ass. Georgianne. Good evening. There's Zed. Shannon Dalton. Hey, good evening, Shannon. He's here right on time. Relic Reaper Don.
I didn't catch that in there. Hello, Zed.
I got the pink T-shirt in from Relic Reaper. I'm going to save it, Zach, till when Charlie's on next week, so we can embarrass him next week.
That would absolutely be the correct course of action.
Not only did he do the front, Zach, he did a great on the back too. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
There's Miss Amanda. Good evening, Miss Amanda. Mr. Gold Panning Dutchy Jocko. He's been leaving me comments on a lot of my shorts. Thank you, Jocko. We had, I don't know, of course, you're probably the same way, Zach. We have all kind of heat weather advisories over here.
All kinds of heat advisories?
We had parts of Florida yesterday were over 100 degrees, which beginning of June is.
Oh, we're idling at 105, 107.
Yeah, see, we don't usually get those kind of temperatures. We usually stay in the high 90s here.
It's windy today, so it's kind of cool. It's 91 right now. And the
Good
highs
evening, Mr. Jim Steele.
Tuesday and Wednesday are 106, 107 predicted. We got big winds, so it's keeping it temps down.
So, because I'm live, big dog, you have to go out, don't you? Why, yes, Mr. Rob, I do.
He hears all the noise and excitement.
Mom went to bed, so that's your job.
Getting warmer, so I'm getting taller. No, I ain't getting any taller. I'm just getting dirtier, fatter, getting wider.
All right, let's scroll down here. We're almost down to the bottom. See who's coming in. Mr. Minutes. Smash that thumbs up. Shannon says, thank you, Shannon. Let's see how many we got in here tonight.
Hello, Weigold.
Good evening, Rob. Hey, Rob's live tonight. All right, that was our 30th thumbs up. We have 35 watching. Thank you, good people. Howdy, Yodi.
David Carlisle, hello.
Oh, Patty's working on a Windows 11 update. Yeah, the new computer we got, I just went with Windows 10. That's a big enough adjustment for me as it is.
I mean, as much as I appreciate an update and my stuff being better, I wish they'd leave the damn thing alone. My computer's not so bad, but my phone, it's like if I see it update, I know it's going to update 3 more times to fix crap they screwed up.
I've been very knock on wood here on the desk. I've been very happy with this. Nice, Mr. Minnick. Any Tootsie that still shows it's made in Chicago is prior to them. The Tootsie Toy Company still exists, but they outsource everything to China now. So for you to find the stuff that's older still made in USA and Chicago. So good job, Mr. Minnick.
Very nice, man.
Howdy, Bells. Yep, that's pretty much what this is, J. Paul. That's pretty much what the ring light is. Rob, did you get my Facebook message? No, Mystic, I did not. Let me log on and see what Mr. Mystic has.
I forget who said it. I think it was 513 said they're hitting 1800s cabin tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Oh, I can't show that, but that's a great cartoon, and I will definitely pass that along to Park Pat. Oh, hold on. Now somebody wants back in already. Well, obviously you didn't need to be out there long, did you? All right, come on. You're not getting a cookie for that. Not for 30 seconds. Oh. Hey, everybody's saying hi. That was great, Mystic. That's a great cartoon. I had to look at it twice, Mystic, to see Batman. I'll send you a copy of that too, Zach.
All right.
Nope, Jim, she hasn't mailed them out yet. They are going to be as fresh can be, buddy.
What?
His butter gooey. She's making them tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So that way they go right out in the mail Monday. So tomorrow,
I was going to say,
there's going to be a butter gooey race tomorrow.
Isn't it about time for a gooey race?
It is about time for a gooey race, but I had to talk Denise into it. There's Moon over Miami. Good evening, Moon. Yeah, Mr. from Tampa, he's just about 30 miles east of me. J. Paul says, press that thumbs up. Thank you, guys. There you go, Weigold.
Oh, I guess I should probably do that too, huh?
Charlie's still in New York. Yes, ma'am, he is, Bells. He sent me some pictures today. Oh, I went to Clearwater Beach last night. Well, I tried going to Clearwater Beach. It was an epic fail. We don't want to talk about it. And I had my phone out of my case because I put it in a waterproof case.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the night, it was not like that. So I do not know what the hell. Fortunately, it's the back part of the case, but you can see it hit something right here. You can see it hit something right here and shattered the back of my case there. You can see all the cracks there. Fortunately, it did not go to the screen, so I'm okay. And I put it back in the case. But when I started the night last night, it wasn't like that, and I don't remember banging into anything. But apparently I did. So, oh, Rob sent me a picture of a Cybertruck in California at Walmart.
Oh, we see those fairly often with what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think they're probably, California is probably one of the most states they're in. We actually have one. I don't want to say in Denise's neighborhood, but within Vicinity. And I saw it again yesterday. The guy's got it wrapped up flat black.
I mean, if you've ever seen one up close and in person, you would lose a lot of respect for it.
I love them.
Those things are fugly.
They are fugly. They are definitely polarizing.
But they're huge too. They're wide.
Charlie and Brad sent me that picture, guys. That is an 1865 house they had a permission on. They have been finding some phenomenal stuff, guys, but I'm not giving anything away because Charlie doesn't do a lot of videos, guys, but when he does, it's quality stuff. People put in great quality stuff in the videos. So yes, he is in upstate New York, though, sometimes in southern Connecticut. They are doing some very old properties, and it's him and Brad, Alpha Ninja. So, Restrict, good evening. Hi, Angie and Rick. Welcome to the chat. David Carlisle, good evening, sir.
Dirt Devil, it's his camera mic thing that he's got.
Martin, I'm sorry to say that the white floppy hat, it was kind of like a plastic straw thing, and that kind of disintegrated. So I do not have a white floppy hat. I have to get another woman's type hat to go with the glasses and the pink T-shirt. So yes, we will work on getting another hat. Ooh, 513 hitting an 1800 cabin tomorrow. Well, good luck.
I think it looks bigger.
So, Leo, good evening.
I've been pretty close to some Cybertrucks, and they're just massive.
They are. I think they're 4,500 pounds. So 2 tons, 500 pounds. That's a heavy ass vehicle.
I mean, that's not really that heavy. I thought they weighed more than that, but
let me double check that before I start talking out my ass. Let me double check that.
I'm doing it right now. I thought they were like 8.
You could be right.
6603.
6,600. Wow. The 3-engine one weighs in at 6,843. Holy smokes.
That's it. Yeah, that's as heavy as my biggest SUV because I have 3 SUVs.
Glad you like them, Martin. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Goldpain. That's the thing with that. To reinstall that, you have to agree to all their. Oh, you want to hear something, Zach?
Oh, Lance.
Let me go to my dashboard. Your video cannot be monetized. Your video, local park hunt, silver ring, and 50 yen Japanese coin, dig in Florida with Rob, cannot be monetized due to 1 or more copyright claims. Okay, this is not a copyright strike. It does not affect your channel. I wasn't familiar with that video off the top of my head, so I went and checked. I published that video in October 2018, and it's been monetized for over 5.5 years. It's been monetized, and somebody just filed a copyright claim. After 5.5 years, that music I put on there was from the free library, and they must have withdrawn that because now It's a 9-minute video, and there's 2 minutes of music. Because I tried a video when I went park hunting, and I didn't do any narrating in the video. I would find a coin or whatever was on the wood chips of the park, and the tot lot, and I would show it. And so I had this music playing in the background. It's just all like instrumental music. And after 5.5 years of it being the free music in the library, somebody has apparently filed a claim, so they demonetized it. I mean, you know, it's got 145 views. It's 6 years old. Nobody watches it anymore. I don't really care, but I just can't believe they took a video that's almost 6 years old and demonetized it.
Well, the thing is, there's people that'll go and find that copyright-free music and copyright it, just so that
see, I never thought of that. Okay, all right, that's interesting.
You know, that's probably why it's not a copyright claim against you, is because it was free and they understand that, but it's a new copyright and you basically, you know, you just can't use that music. So you either got to
and they are giving me the option. They are giving me the option to overwrite the music and redo it and get it demonetized. So, you know, I'll put that as list number 674 things to do on my list if that is not a priority.
Yeah.
Nice, Miss Patty. Good evening, Frank Luter 8. Or his backbreaking says, Frankster.
Also, I this morning I had to go down and finish my alpaca's last driving lesson with his teacher. So we're on the way there. The instructor calls. Oh, I'm running late. I'm going to be about 10 minutes late. Yeah, that's fine. We go there. We sit there for about 45 minutes. They call. They're like, I'm not going to make it. My car's broke down. We're going to have to reschedule. And I'm sorry, that doesn't work for me. You know, we have our license drive on Monday, and it has to be signed off on because California state laws for licensing a kid. I'll just come down and sign off on it for you then. Okay.
When I rehabbed the house across the street from Denise's like 10 years ago, my one big rehab I did from floor to ceiling, I was having a roofing company put a new roof on it, and the county inspector came out and they weren't done yet. And he goes, are they doing this? And I go, yeah. Are they doing that? I go, yeah. He goes, so they're taking care of all these things right here? And I go, yeah. And he goes, well, I don't have time to come back. Here's the checklist, and just have them sign off for that. And I put it in the note. Your roof's been approved. And the county guy handed me the paperwork, and he left. And I'm like, okie dokie. You know, I mean,
I wouldn't show the roofers until he left.
Yeah, definitely. But still, at least my roof got approved.
Yeah.
See, Dirt Devil's still saying I'm having audio issues with this stupid new microphone. Yeah, it's going to get replaced, Patty.
Yeah, it's the same as it was last week. It's tolerable.
Why gold? Not that I know of.
If you guys,
that was our Phil Leo. That was our Halloween costume. I don't have a lot of Charlie and I's thumbnails from the Sunday and Saturday streams downloaded into this new computer yet, and I have to take a thumb drive and transfer them. So yeah, I don't. So I just grabbed our Halloween pictures of that.
If chat wants to, if they want to turn up their computer speakers so they can hear you better, I'll go through and turn my mic down to where it's tolerable for them. But it works fine for me.
Okay, let's see who else. I'm almost at the bottom of the chat here, guys. This is pretty good. Lance is here. Good evening, Lance McMillan. Saying hi to Lance as he comes in. There's Miss Tanya. Hello, Tanya. Seeing Miss Tanya Elliott here this evening, I would like to thank her husband, Jeremy, who is digging up the Carolinas. Jeremy used my promo code and bought himself a new Manicord from Detector Warehouse, which is the logo up there in the corner. So I will be sending Jeremy out something as a little thank you. But
sure.
There is Jeremy's new Manicord. He showed me the unboxing there. So, Ms. Tanya, please make sure you thank Jeremy for me. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for using my discount code. Guys, the more folks that go over there and use my discount code to buy from John at Detector Warehouse, the more cool stuff he's going to give us, like that like that new Garrett pinpointer he gave last month that we gave away.
Mr. Minix won that, and he's putting it to good use.
He's out there. He sounds like he's out there all the time now. It's always good when somebody that's here all the time wins it and they're out there using it. So, yep, congrats, Mr. Minix.
Well, that's why I turn down a lot of these gift surprises. If I know I'm not going to use it, like a fines bag, I have no use for a fines bag. I'll give that to somebody else that will use it. If I know I'm not going to use it, I won't collect it. I'll just pass it along.
Yeah, I mean, I won. I can't remember if it was duck races or wheel spins or what it was, but I actually won 3 back-to-back races at Rob Manley Dirt Fishing. I won 2 in a row. I won an adult detector, I think a Legend, and then I won the kids detector, one of those Bill Fines. And I didn't need an adult detector, so why not re-gift that back to somebody that could really use it, that may not have the financial whereabouts to go out and buy themselves a $400, $500, $600, $700 detector. I've got 2 good Equinoxes, so I just accepted the kids detector, and then I had a lady who had an 11-year-old son that I brought my old 705 with me when I did their yard because he just was fascinated with new metal detector, and I went down and gave him that metal detector, and so yeah, that's a great idea. Why, like you say, Zach, why hold on to something? And I know a couple people that just recently won some silver from me, and they say, hey, we're just going to take that and we're going to put it in one of our members' giveaway. Hey, we'll pass it along, forward along. If you win something, and if you do giveaways and stuff, that's great. But, you don't have, you got an extremely busy business, so you're not out there doing live streams, doing giveaways, so you can't use that. So yeah, why not? Where's Miss Diana? Good evening, Miss Diana.
Well, we had a Asylum in here. He just said hello, JP's Bar Raid. We got PA Patriot Prospecting in the house. He's had an unfortunate turn of events. He went down to a gold show last week or something like that. The transmission went out on his truck most of the way there. So he rented a truck to get there, take his trailer there and all that. And then he's basically just stuck down there at the gold camp.
I heard that was somebody. I didn't know who that was.
That's PA Patriot. He's stuck in paradise. It's like getting stranded on a desert island.
Well, that happened to Tony, Mr. Diggs. He came to Florida Hunt. I think it was Florida Hunt 7. He wasn't. I don't think he was at Florida Hunt 6. I think he came the second year, him and his wife. And on the way home, his transmission went out on his car, and it took them like a week to fix it. And it was a huge bill to fix the transmission. And then they had all the expenses of staying, at a hotel in this town, and it literally just cost him thousands of dollars. It was a real nightmare.
Oh, it does. I deal with broke down people all day long. It is not cheap.
Angie Rick says he gets copyright claims. Usually it's a different song. Somebody claiming it's a different song, and when he disputes it, he wins it. Well, excellent then. That's a good idea, Angie Rick. I have to check to see if the song title they're given is actually the song title. Thank you for that information, Angie Rick. Appreciate it. All right. Miss Loretta's here. Good evening, Loretta. It's great seeing some faces here we haven't seen in a little bit. It is outstanding. Treasure Hunter Neil. Good evening, Neil.
You got Rocky Mountain Prospecting Brad in the house. He's a good guy.
Brad. Yepper.
He doesn't have a wrench on your channel yet.
Oh, well, I could do that right now. He's been here plenty enough times.
Nice, Torchy. Hi, Neil.
Thank you for letting me know that, Zach. Mr. Brad, that is done, sir. Boom.
Bad Idea says Dan and his bad tranny videos to come soon.
Some homemade vanilla flavored root beer. That sounds awesome, Lance. Mike smeared with Zippy. No, it's Peter Pan honey roasted peanut butter.
Showman Treasure's asking if Charlie retired from his show. No, No, show me treasures. We're just having trouble scraping up enough bail money. He should be back next week.
Yeah, it was either bail money or 2 weeks in the 2 weeks in the pokey, so that's going to be up this week. So thank you, Shannon. Audio is good for both of them. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have a new mic here next week. Not tomorrow, but next week. I'm leaving town Wednesday morning, Zach, for Bowling Green, Kentucky, for the NHR races up at Bowling Green Raceway at Beach Bend Raceway. Me and my buddy Steve, the guy that I went to Daytona with, we're meeting several of his family members up there, male cousins, and then some of them are bringing a couple of them are bringing their adult kids, and a couple of them are bringing their young kids. So two of them, I think it's going to be their first trip. So we're going to have a total of 8 of us. We got 2 of the big cabins at KOA. The one KOA we stay at just built 4 cabins that sleep 6 people. And they've got the bathroom on the inside with the full kitchen and full-size fridge. We used to get the cabin that just had the 2 rooms, the 4 bunks in the back, like the one Grandma Kay had you saw on Zoom Wednesday. It just had the 4 cabins in the back and then a double bed in the front for the parents to sleep in. We used to get those, but as we're all getting older and we got to get up and go to the bathroom, we actually like having a bathroom in the cabin now, so we get the bigger cabin. We'll probably have 4 guys in each cabin. JP Lawn says church bar raid.
Very nice, Rob.
Folks
Nice.
you guys can on your free time zip over there to JP, give them worldwide glasses, partnering with new shatterproof glass on the first stroke.
Yeah, just make sure you take your earmuffs for those drag races, man. Those get pretty brutal.
You know what, Zach? That's an excellent idea. I actually, several months ago, maybe a half a year ago, I was driving down one of the main roads to go to Tampa, and I saw a pair of earmuffs on the side of the road, and I flipped the Huey, came back and picked them up, and they were a brand new pair, and they're not Metaltech earmuffs. They don't have a cord on them, but they're just sound earmuffs. They fell off the back of one of the lawn care trucks that the guys have the heavy blowers and stuff, and they popped off the trailer. So I forgot to take them to Daytona, and the little earplugs you put in, they weren't enough with those cars racing. So I'll tell you what, Zach, I'm going to go get those earmuffs right now, because if I don't do it now, I'll be 2 hours in the truck Wednesday and go, shit, I forgot to get the earmuffs, Zach said. So I'm going to go get those right now. I'm going to put them on the counter.
I got a good one when you can hear.
Okay. Man, that was a great suggestion, Zach.
Hello, Mark TBH. Yeah, I take them when we take the kids to monster truck shows or whatever. I don't know if anybody in chat has tinnitus, but I got tinnitus in that ear. Tinnitus sucks badly. Very nice, Wrench. Good to see you too. Later, Silver Street. Yeah, Magnum Man, it's terrible. Cheers from Germany. I'm not even going to butcher your name, but hello, welcome to the show. Do they missed it? Does it? Because I know you can't cure it. What's it do? Just doll it out for the day? I'm not ignoring you, Zed. I'm reading everything you're typing. You got specs statue out to her. Appreciate that.
Wow, Zach, this is a great idea. I can't hear crap. But yes, good idea, Zach. I'll be taking those to the racetrack. And they're like brand new. Well, Dusty,
Yeah, same AU diver. Mine's right here, but same. No, so here's a good one. I was just trolling the internet, and I ran across this story. Newlywed bride, or a bride who's to be wed the next day, flies out of the back of a pickup truck. So it piqued my interest. Why did the bride fly out of the back of a pickup truck? Her and her husband go to get a new mattress. Apparently, they don't have any way to tie this thing down, so they come up with the bright idea. She's going to lay on the mattress while he drives home. Now, mind you, this is your typical couple where he probably outweighs her by 80 pounds, 60 at least. She was a smaller framed woman. And would you believe that not only her, but the mattress flew out of the bed of the pickup truck?
See, the moral of that story is the husband to be did not want the wife driving his pickup truck. That's the whole reason that happened.
I guess. Yeah, we saw that, Phil Leo. That was actually he's a community member. I forget what name it was. The channel member that fished out that $100,000 magnet.
Yeah, I actually saw that one last week. We talked about that a little bit on last Sunday stream. What amazes me, what happily and surprisingly and happily amazes me, is that the cops let him keep that money. That just blows my mind.
Yeah.
I found some cash at Disney World working there once, and I had to fill out more forms in the IRS to try and claim that money.
We were in Cherokee, North Carolina one year, about 20 years ago, and the casino got in a $1 bill or a $20 bill that was double faced on each side, so a misstamp or whatever. I mean, super rare. And the casino told my friend's mom who worked there, they're like, we don't want it. We just want a $20 bill. We understand that it probably has value, but we don't want it. It does no good for our.
I hope somebody bought that from them.
She took it. Who knows where it is now?
Absolutely.
I'm sure it probably went in the trash. Yeah, Chop Shop says it was Let's Get Magnetic was the channel who fished out that $100,000 safe.
Oh, okay.
Right where I dropped it too. I can't believe it was in the same spot.
Rocky Mountain, I apologize. I thought you already had a red, sir, so there you go. Hello, Miss Robin.
Pretty much, Weigel.
I was just going to say something, Zach, and I forgot.
Magnum Man, I'm all for everybody getting their own piece of the action, but I dropped that safe fair and square. Right under that bridge. You could have seen it if you were like throwing something at it in a straight line from the bank.
Well, and I hope the Fed, whether it be the Treasury Department, U.S. Mint, whoever handles it, the redo bill, I hope they take care of these folks and reissue them, all spendable or bankable money. I have a little teller that I flirt with, a little cutie teller, and she always saves me coins. And I never really expected her to save me bills, but I came in there one day and I hadn't seen her in a couple of weeks. She goes, "Man, I've been saving something for weeks. Every day, I got to put it under my drawer and claim it. And I keep it under my register drawer, my bank drawer." And it's funny because that bank still actually has cash drawers with the tellers. I have a couple credit unions now that have the cash, the little portable ATMs next to their little stall behind the counter, and they just punch in the computer. Like, if I cash in $100 worth of halves, I have to wait for their computer to issue $100 to them, so they have no cash available. So I don't know what happens if somebody comes in to rob them because they don't have any cash. They have to get it out of the machine. But so I go in there, and she had like 6 bills that were either all old silver certificates or prior to the Federal Reserve, they just had what they called U.S. banknotes, and they had like blue seals instead of green seals, and she had some silver certificates with red seals. And I said, where'd you get this? And she said, this old guy brought it in. She says, first thing I said to him, sir, these are all out of print now, and you could probably take these to like a coin shop, and you could probably get, you know, at least double for what they're worth, if not more. And he goes, I ain't got time for that. I said, just give me the equivalent so I can spend this stuff. He didn't care. And she sold them all to me at face value. So there's just certain people that don't care about that, Zach. We used to get, I was a police officer for almost 10 years. And I mainly worked 3 to 11 or midnights. I worked very rarely did I ever work days. So we didn't get a lot of bank calls, you know, because usually banks are closing at 4 or 5. So at 3 o'clock, from 3 to 5, I didn't get many bank calls. To be honest with you, in my 10-year career, I never handled a bank run. It just always seemed like the day shift guys were doing that. So when I went to work at Disney, my first week working the Magic Kingdom, because my job on Magic Kingdom was I walked from the train station at Magic Kingdom up to Cinderella's Castle. That was my zone. My first week having that zone, because the cash room, the vault, was directly underneath the ground, in that corridor underneath there. Because when you walk up Main Street, there's an underground tunnel that also parallels that vault. And at the end of that, there's the cash vault, and that's where the armored trucks go every day. Well, that's where the armored trucks go every 45 minutes. And I got more calls for counterfeit money my first week at Disney than I dealt with in 10 years. Everything from sophisticated bills that high-tech rings were doing that the Secret Service was involved with, to 15-year-old kids using their father's color digital printer to try and pass a bill, and everything in between. But we had one case where our plainclothes security detective caught some people passing some counterfeit bills, and they detained them and brought them back to the office. Turned out that I think they wound up catching 3 of them, so they needed somebody to come in and sit in the room with them while they went back out looking for more. So I was in this room with a guy, and I was just sitting there with Secret Service got there, and Secret Service walked into our security office, and they named every single one of those people, all previous counterfeiters that they knew of. They named them all by name.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like the stories you hear from North Korea. They counterfeit our money better than we can make it.
It's like when Green Mountain Metal Detecting found that 8 Riel, and he didn't film it live, which he normally films all his high signals live. He got a silver this week and filmed it because it rang up in the silver zone, so he tries to get that live. But he didn't film it, and it turns out that it was only because it had a very low silver content. It turned out to be, it was like a 1760s or 1780s Riel, 8 Riel, and it was a time period of that time counterfeit, because other countries were trying to destabilize Spain by flooding the market with counterfeits so people wouldn't have confidence in their currency. And that's exactly what North Korea would like nothing better if the world went off the standard of the U.S. dollar.
Oh, a lot of countries would, but it wouldn't happen. We had a PA Patriot had just gotten a magnet fishing magnet in the mail, and he goes walking by his bucket of silver coins, and the magnet jumps over to it. What the heck? This is all silver rounds. And he starts looking in the coins. He didn't know any better, neither did we. But German silver is not silver. So he had a 1 ounce German silver round. German silver contains no silver. It's mostly zinc or lead, and there's a little mixture to it. But so he had that in his silver bucket, not knowing any better, and it just jumped out for the magnet.
It's funny because I went to one of my Wells Fargos that I use as my I hate using the phrase, my thumb thing, and I use Wells Fargo because we have so many of them in the area. I can get $500 a week. My habs, and I went to one and they're actually a small branch, and they're closing. They've been consolidating some Wells Fargo, so they had a sign on the door saying August 7th is going to be the last day. So I was bringing some coins in, and the manager came over and he goes, "Can I ask you where you get these?" And I said, "Yeah, I get them from another bank." And he says, "Oh, you're not like getting them from like somebody's collection." I said, "No, why?" He goes, "Well, because we had another guy to come here and do this, but he says he stopped doing it because he says that Brinks is now using a machine that separates the silver. He says they have a magnet, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I can understand if they have a machine that's got a magnet because they're trying to get out, you know, bobby pins or paper clips or stuff like that. They're trying to get out the garbage that clogs up the machine. And I told the guy, you know, because I wasn't positive, but I was pretty sure that silver wasn't magnetic, just like you were talking about. And I told the guy, I said, I don't think that's going to affect silver. He goes, yeah, he just said that he's not finding silver anymore, so he's not doing it. I said, well, I haven't found silver in the last 3 or 4 boxes. I said, but 2023, I got a crap load of silver from backs. He goes, really? So yeah, it's still out there. And you know, this guy's trying to tell me a story that Brinks is, you know, separating but using a machine. And I'm like, no, the machine. All they're doing is using a machine that rolls the coin. They're not using a coin rolling machine that's dropping the silver in a separate category. They're just using a machine that wraps the coins. That's all the Brinks is using.
Silver is very slightly magnetic. One of the I was watching a jewelry show how they were talking about how to spot silver or whatever. They kept a magnet on the counter.
Howdy, Ron.
So when someone would come in and he demonstrates that he takes a regular $50 or whatever, puts it on the magnet, it drops just like a rocket. You know, there's nothing there. The silver will slide down slower. So if they had some kind of magnet, they could technically separate it out if they figured out the process.
Wrenches, thank you very much for that. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Silver Street says, it's been a long day having a whoop, so I'm taking it. Magna Man, good evening.
Hello, coming out.
Parzival says, cheers from Germany. Welcome from Germany, Parzival. Welcome to the chat.
What happened, man? You were caught up in chat. Now you're like 20 minutes behind again.
That's because I tell stories, Zach, and then I don't scroll as I'm telling stories.
I just leave mine on live. Or I try to.
Oh, gee, imagine that, guys. Grandma Kelly's driving. Imagine that. No.
Lying.
I hope she got a laugh out of that. Good evening, 907 Outdoors. Good evening, Thomas 907.
Hello, Thomas 907. I hadn't seen him.
I'm so drunk tonight, I'll shave my buzz cut clean with foam and razor if a woman comes and smokes cigarettes with me live. Okie dokie, that sounds interesting. There's Mark the Bird Hunter. I heard Zach say hi to him. And Thomas says, if I owe anyone a sticker with gold, we have sent them out. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate you letting us know. Torchy's here. Welcome, Torchy. Wrench, we are having a good night, sir. Miss Denise just went to bed. She's had a long day. I had to take a nap today, Zach. I had a beer today.
You had a beer today?
I had a beer today, buddy, and it knocked me right on my ass, sir.
I actually got a full night's sleep, so I was quite happy. I had to spend Friday running around on about 5 hours of sleep, and it was a busy day, so I was a little beat.
Mr. Pat Paul's here. Says, hi, FL Thunder Rob. Good evening, Pat Paul.
Hello, Pat Paul.
And he says, Denise approved earmuffs. She wishes I had a mouth muffler for the snoring.
Get you one of those big old ear cones like the old man. What? Start using that around the house, and then anytime she's gone, you can say, I don't know what you want. I don't have my cone. Oh, David Frazier.
See, Greg, that's getting way too technical on us. Doesn't he understand computational fluid dynamics? Yeah, that's getting way too technical. Holy Alabama redneck crap.
I fail to understand how you think that could possibly be a good idea. And then I also fail to understand how both of you could not understand that's a bad idea. Does she have that much blind trust, or are they both just a little short upstairs?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a ground score finders, keepers, losers with sweepers. There you go. Yeah, Martin says, must have been true love to see how he could get his truck from 0 to 60. You know, Rob, being a metal detectorist, I'm always checking the ground. I've always checked the ground. The last penny I found on the ground at the gas station next to my car turned out to be a weed. Keep digging. Good evening. Keep digging. DC Treasure Trails. Mr. Jason is in the room. Sir, I hope some of that rain that's going to Canada is in areas you need it, that you can get the rivers filled back up and get back out there, buddy.
Well, I told you guys about those iPods that we found on the ground at the fair.
You found iPods?
Yeah, we found iPod Pros on the ground at the fair. We couldn't find anybody for them, and whatever. I guess we get to keep them, but the story goes, my 9-year-old found it, so my 16-year-old confiscated it, so my 15-year-old confiscated it from her, and I just asked her about that today. I was, what happened to those? James took them. Those are just the iPods with no owner, I guess.
Now those are the little white things, right? I've found single ones metal detecting. Of course, they've already been in the ground. Zach, I don't want to give it away, but I found something recently in 4 feet of water. Went out to the Gulf of Mexico again with my buddy Joe next door, and he dropped me off on an island. He went fishing, dropped me off on an island where people dock their boats.
Yeah.
And I found something underwater, electronic, and it's been there long enough to grow barnacles, and not teeny little barnacles that are about this big already. That's how long it's been underwater. Denise and I charged up, hit the button, and it came right on.
Oh, that's got to be.
That is going to be in an upcoming video.
Yeah, that's an Apple product for sure.
He says, oh shit, Mary's here. Good evening, Miss Mary. Oh, that was hilarious, Zed. Yes, Mandy's Candy's here. Good evening, Miss Mandy. Javier's here. Good evening, Javier. Wow. Captain Vic says, whoop. Yeah, once I get caught up and scroll down, Zach, it'll stay on live. There's Mr. Vernon. Smash that like button, folks. Thank you, Mr. Vernon.
Weigold's having a glut of left ear AirPods in his finds bag. Maybe somebody else has a couple of rights they can trade. Hello, High Plains.
I am always behind your chat. Hobo Rob, good seeing you, buddy. Good evening, Hobo Rob.
Ooh, hello, Rob. I didn't see you.
I know Mary says if Rob is actually updated on the chat, hell would freeze over. That's a damn good possibility, Mary.
And you know they say Mary is ridiculously nice in person.
I've heard that. I don't believe it. I've heard that, but you know that's just a rumor somebody started.
Well, you know, I heard it from some of the people down at Freedom Fest. The problem is that, you know, the people I've heard it from aren't really known to be liars. You know, it's a credible source, but disinformation. So I believe I was coming up with the possibility that maybe Mary has a twin that she sends out to events.
When I was dating a girl years ago, I had a little girl. I used to say I had an evil twin named Bobber. So whenever I wasn't in a good mood, I would do this. No, I'm not. It's me, Bobber. I'm the evil twin. But yeah, I had an evil twin all the time.
There you go.
Good evening, Miss Connie Barnes. I don't want to miss anybody here. If we have, please know it's not intentional.
I gave up on hi to everybody.
It's hard. Yeah, Paul, that's what I did most of the day was editing. There's Miss Paula Abrams. Good evening, Miss Paula. Brian's got to take off. Have a good night, Brian.
Yeah, I was driving down the freeway this morning, looking out in the desert as I was going by. I'm already getting desert sick, and we're not even a full month into summer yet.
Holy smokes! You see that? Patty said she pulled over $12 at a park yesterday. I can't remember the last day I found $12 in change metal detector. Not even at the beach anymore. Good
Maybe
for you, Patty.
Maybe she's been taking lessons from Charlie. Teslas and Mustangs.
Well, you know, you got to get those vehicles that still have the ashtrays there to put your change in. Evening, Chop Shop. Thomas says, let's go. Okay, Magnum Man says I pulled up nails that had 3 inches of barnacles around them. Wow. High Plains Drifter's here. Good evening, High Plains Drifter.
Yeah, so
We got a full house here tonight. What are we at right now?
65.
65. Good people. Thank you, folks, very, very much. Zach and I appreciate that. Everybody's saying Paul Casper's here. Good evening, Paul.
William, there's no such thing as low prices.
No, I did not, Miss Diana. Did you hear her coming out with a new El Camino this year? I had not heard that. Oh, that is going to be awesome. I had my best friend in high school was an El Camino fanatic. That's the car he had for his whole high school career. He loved El Camino.
What are they going to base the front end off of?
I know the old one back in the 70s was the same front end as like a Chevy Malibu,
Yeah.
Chevy SS. I don't know if they make it sporty, maybe they could do the same front end as the Camaro.
Oh wow, they're going to take an already ugly car and really finish it off.
Let's see if they have a picture of it, Jack. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing, Zach. They're using the Camaro front end. Right there. That's the Camaro front end right there. 2025. You know what they're trying? You know what that looks like? They're trying to compete with is that Subaru little, that little mini Subaru pickup SUV thing.
Well, wow. Rob, I guess I'm officially old because I think it sucks.
Thank you for letting me know that, Diana. I did not know that. Greg says we're up to 66 likes. Right. George says George Ann says one of the nicest people I've met was Connie Barnes.
Oh, she just seems nice.
Get out. How the hell does that happen, Rob?
Yeah.
You heard about that?
I saw that article too. They're claiming it's valued at over 80,000. I call bullshit on that. A 2-pound gold nugget is what I read, but 27 ounce would be closer to 80. I read 2-pound gold nugget would be worth far more than $80,000, and even a 27-ounce gold nugget would be far over $80,000. I'm interested to know how they stole it and when is the next gold expo.
Yep, nearly 2-pound gold nugget stolen from Long Beach.
I mean, what'd the guy do? Walk up to him, hey, can I see that? Oh, sure. Start running.
I don't understand why that's not under lock and key.
I do.
There's Mr. Gregory Gibson. How much time did they give Charlie? He's missed 3 weekends. Actually, Greg, Gregory, this is only his 2nd weekend, sir. He will be back next Saturday, and I will not be on next Saturday. It'll be Charlie and Zach host. I will try and pop in. I will take my laptop with me to the KOA, but they're notorious for having their internet sucks. Says they have 3 of them. There's a sporty version. Yeah, I'd imagine that's going to look like. And it's Bird's here. Good evening. Wow, everybody's here.
I agree, Thomas. 907 does a bit more in the actual gold than I do. He says it would sell for minimum 3 to 5 times its value just because of the specimen.
Gregory said Amanda saw won the detector from Juice. Congratulations. So congratulations, Miss Amanda. I did not know that. Congratulations. Miss She-Devil, Miss Tommy's here. Welcome to the chat. Bill Brasky's here. Hello, Bill. Holy crap, I'm only 2 minutes behind. Cindy Murphy.
I don't even know where you're finding some of these people.
Thomas says it could sell because of basically more value than what it's worth in just gold. Because it is a huge nugget from the original California gold rush. Show Me Missouri's here. Good evening, Show Me Mo.
William E. said they had cameras filming the entrance, so they did like facial recognition after the fact.
Yeah, but unless you know who actually took it, having everybody's faces isn't going to help you any.
Are you kidding? They'll find them. They were finding people during COVID with just shots of their eyes.
We were sitting in the sports bar Tuesday night at Whiskey Wings where we play trivia, and they had TNT on one of the, there's like 100 channels TVs on the bar, and they had a show, and this was years ago, where facial recognition wasn't going. They basically just went by people on the scene that were taking pictures, like photographers and journalist people. They did have some street cameras, but they were shown in Calgary up in Canada. You think of Canadians as nice, peaceful people, not rioting like us asshole Americans do. And I guess Calgary lost Game 4 of the Stanley Cup, and the whole mob left the stadium. And they went downtown and they were turning cars over, were in police cars, looting and breaking stores open. And they were having people posing with Molotov cocktails in their hands. They were ready to set police cars on fire. They had people holding up stuff from store windows that they stole, posing for pictures. And they put all those people on social media, on Facebook and Instagram and all those places. And people went, I think that looks like my neighbor so and so. They had one of the people they arrested was an Olympic swimmer that had just qualified for the Canadian swim team. They booted his right ass right off the Canadian swim team, off the Olympics. They had other people that had different athletes and different people that had prestigious jobs. All these people lost their jobs or lost their positions. And I'm like, how can you not think that there's not going to be consequences with cameras all over the place? Thank you, Paula. Up to 73 likes.
Yeah.
I know, Magna Man. What amazes me is that every bank you go into says take your face mask off, but nobody had those signs on during COVID. It's exactly right. Oh, they used it. They used it at the U.S. Capitol too. They are zeroing in on every single one of those people at the U.S. I mean, they've arrested 600 people so far in the Capitol riot.
They'll find everyone. Give them long enough.
I severely, whether what side you're on, Patty, I severely hope that our elections go calm this year. I really, really hope. This country has a history of peaceful transitions, and I really hope that returns. What are we at here? 10:45. We've been, wow, holy crap, Zach, we've been talking for an hour. Let me, oh, that phone just went off.
I'll be back in just a second.
Denise just sent me a text in the bedroom. So I thought you guys didn't do politics. I said, no, we were just talking about general. It was a general thing. We didn't specifically. Janet says you had to pull down your mask to enter the banks. Well, they used to have signs you couldn't even technically wear a baseball hat or sunglasses. I've actually never. I don't take my. You guys know I wear baseball hats all the time. Nobody's ever asked me to take my baseball hat off my back. Yeah, Phil. There's Mr. Sheldon. Good evening, Mr. Sheldon. I don't know if any of you guys watched the SpaceX launch the other day of their new heavy rocket. Starship Heavy. It was their 4th try launching, and this time it actually went all the way up into orbit and then turned around and they brought it back and did a controlled landing. First time they've ever successfully completed that. And guys, if you watch that thing on re-entry, it had a gap between 2 of the panels where one of the fins sticks out, and the heat built up to where it turned into like, the heat was so intense it turned into like a plasma torch, and the heat started burning through the fin that's a control fin, and you could actually see the plasma burning through the metal and putting a hole in it, and then it melted off a bunch, and more of this fin keep going off, and the 2 guys doing the announcing on the live stream were like, folks, that fin, that stabilizing fin is going to come off any second, and this rocket's going to tumble in, and they're going to have to explode it. He says, we don't know what the hell is holding that fin on. And that fin, even though a quarter or a third of it was burnt off, that plasma coming down, it hung on long enough to where it started getting thicker atmosphere as the rocket started slowing, and the atmosphere cooled it a little bit. And when it came time to do the maneuver where the rocket turns upright to re-land, they were talking about waiting for it to fall off, and all of a sudden the thing moved and then turned and actuated exactly as it was supposed to. Even though a third of it was missing, burnt off, the damn thing still worked, and they were able to control that rocket down and bring it down and control landing. It was just unreal to watch. They're going to have to, William. I hate these. I just absolutely hate these. There you go. Congratulations, Miss Cindy Murphy. 1929. It's always great, guys, finding pre-World War II wheat pennies because the mintage are a lot lower before World War II. So congratulations. Miss Cindy found a wheat penny in her own yard. Miss Denise's house is a 59. I metal detected it. Didn't get a single wheat penny.
It's always cool to find something.
Yeah, Jim, I was just going to get ready to do those.
Crazy about it. Grandma Kelly found a 1916 S when she was working or digging with Jews.
That's hey, any teens S weedy is got the red book right here. $16S is 22 million. $1.75. That's a high end for a Wheatie. So that's, and it's not like a semi-key date, but in 1917 they made 196 million. So your S's, not always, but most of the time your San Francisco Mint are your least minted coins. Not always, but most of the time.
Well, I thought West Point was the most desirable.
Well, yeah, but West Point has only just restarted doing some coins with the quarters and the dimes. Your 3 big mints that have been around forever, the Denver, and then obviously you had the New Orleans Mint for a while, and then for a very, very limited time you had the Carson City. All right, there's been a few new people that come in tonight that we haven't seen in a while, so let's make sure we get them in the race. Don't want to make sure we exclude anybody.
Very nice, Papa. Bill Brasky got a bunch of coins for his detecting club to pass out for prizes. That's nice.
So far, going down the list, everybody that I see here is in the.
Yodi, one of my daughters got to go to the Sacramento Capitol on her 5th grade field trip. That was really fun.
All right, we got that place in.
Don't give Brockton any ideas. The chances are he's probably lurking.
Yeah, and lurking and doing a sticker in the background at the same time.
Probably.
Hey, good evening, Tom Kingery. All right, we got both the Toms in. We got Josie said.
Whatever, Zed.
There's one new name here that I saw that I don't think is in, and that is Paul Casper. Yep, no, he's in.
Yeah, Paul Casper should be there. Rocky Mountain prospector Brad, he was here. Might still be lurking.
Yep, I got him in. Obviously, Mr. Minnick's in because he's won. If somebody's not here for like 6 weeks, Zach, I'll take him out just because I want to keep the races below 300.
Yeah.
Because I don't want a 4th row of ducks. That's just going to get too complicated. So by keeping it under 300, we keep 3 rows. And if you haven't been here in 6 weeks, but everybody here tonight has obviously been here within a month because they're on the.
Mystic, you can ask around. That could be a pretty big troll. I've just been relaxing on it lately because I'm preoccupied. Little penny coins is still here. Hello.
Well, you know she's in.
Yeah, didn't she win last week and wasn't here?
She did win one last week. Yep, you're exactly right, sir. All right, let's get.
Angie and Rick wants to know if we can put her in twice because we know she won't win with either entry. She didn't ask that, but we still know she won.
You're just saying that for.
Oh, it's true.
All right, let me double check one other channel. Heck, it's so nice having this new computer. I can just move screens around.
Yeah, mine's getting a little old.
Yep. Okay, that channel's in too. Everybody is in.
Hello, Nick Molnar.
Howdy, Nick. Okay, get the race up. All right, guys, we're going to start off big time tonight. We're going to go for a Canadian silver quarter to start the night off here.
NorCal. Silver quarter, very nice.
All right, let me get my book set up, Zach. The Booko prize log sheet here. All right, Saturday Night Live.
I don't know what I'm running right now. Mystic, I'm cheap. What I do for computers is I use a full computer tower. I don't like laptops. And I go to Best Buy, sometimes Best Buy online, and I get whatever is on clearances, just a tower. Sometimes I get a whole kit, but usually I just go for whatever's on clearances, just a tower, because the top of the line computer today is on clearance for the cheapest one in 6 months. So I just run those. I get about 4 years out of them. Then my computer will graduate down to the one the kids play on, and I'll put a new one in there.
That sounds absolutely perfect, Zach. All righty, guys, here we go. Silver Canadian quarter, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody.
Zed says if he wins, he will donate a silver sculpture to DAL, or not silver sculpture, sorry, a sculpture for DAL. I think everybody should hope Zed wins.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I run a cleaner on mine really regularly. I run my free Spectrum antivirus because you get antivirus free if you use Spectrum Internet.
So you have Spectrum way out there in California. So they are nationwide then.
Yeah, and if you buy their internet from them, you log into your account, you can set up Spectrum Security Suite, and you get it for like 5 or 10 devices. It's McAfee. It's McAfee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a big name.
It's McAfee all in one. So it's free. I put it on there.
Now, is yours through cable, Zach? Because we have Spectrum through Wi-Fi, wireless internet.
Yeah, that's what it is. Mine's through cable. We're cable around here. But if you have a Spectrum account, you get Spectrum Security Suite free. You just have to install it. I haven't had a virus since I learned that, or I was running that. I used to get it. I used to get it when I buy the antivirus. If I bought Norton or McAfee or anything, I would get the virus as soon as I let it expire for whatever reason. I think they were giving it to me. You know, so if my antivirus ran out for a week, oh gee, I've got some crippling computer virus. Imagine that.
Look who's in the front there, Mr. I-M-ZACKSON, along with Thomas 907, who's here, Jim MD Melbourne, AEW Main Adventures, Adam.
I use Glare Utilities and a CC Cleaner.
I've heard of CC Cleaner.
I'm not looking at porn, Mike.
I've been banned from. I can't look at porn on the computer.
Well, you shouldn't. It works too good.
I know. All right. Well, Ronald Biasi come flying up there as Trump, but he faded there at the second. Adam's fading. Who's this going to be? Is it going to be Brian coming at the last minute? Boom! Oh,
Brian, you here? Outdoor More, hello. Okay, you guys.
2 minutes ago.
If you are in the top 5, please let us know you're here. We're looking for Brian Euler first, but if you're in top 5, let us know you're here so we can get through it quickly.
Yeah, Brian, Chris Roberts, Drum and Detect Joel, and BNS Odyssey. Who I think is Connie.
Inspire Doodle, hello.
Evening, Inspire Doodle. They've been here more than once, Zach, so I am going to give them a wrench too.
Okay. Oh, come on. I know some of you guys got to be here. Where are you at, Brian? Brian might be here. I swear I saw Chris Roberts and maybe Drum and Detect. The other 2, I don't know. If you're in the top 5, comment.
Inspire Doodle, you now have a wrench. What the hell did I just do? That wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh, wow. Brian was here the whole beginning of the chat.
I'm not seeing anybody in the top 5 commenting.
Yeah, I don't see Diggin' SoCal.
Chris Roberts, are you here? Drum and Detect, are you here? We're going to walk down the list. If you're on that list, if you can see your name, comment so we know you're here.
Well, we know She-Devil's here.
Yeah, TGIF, we haven't seen.
So Detecting Finds, Digging SoCal, if none of you folks are here.
Digging SoCal, weren't they here?
No, I didn't see them tonight.
Oh. She-Devil.
You know what? It's been a full minute, so we're going to go ahead and award that to Miss She-Devil Adventures Tommy.
She's got a comment too. She hasn't commented. She's here. She just commented.
She said, LOL.
Yep.
Tommy, I'm sure I have your address, Tommy, but if not, just Rob from Typewrite, FL Thunder at me.com. There you go.
Being Odyssey, she beat you to it. We were asking.
Well, no, I did say I thought Being Honest might be here. All right, I'll send them a coin too.
You're sending them too? All right. Both of you email Rob at, let me put the banner up. Both of you email Rob at the flthunder@me.com. And then we're still trying to get a little more money for Feeding America, correct?
Absolutely. We haven't turned that in yet. So, guys, if you're still interested in the 3 stickers, with all the crap I have on my desk here.
Yeah, if anybody wants some more stickers, get a hold of Rob. He's still got some to send out. You know, the chances of getting all 3 of them guys to fit in the tub again is pretty slim. So get them while they're hot.
We'll go with the up close for this.
You zoomed in on me. What the hell did you do?
There we go, guys. It's the 3-pack of stickers, the 3-man in the tub. There we go. Okay. We're doing 3 for $10. We can do PayPal. You can do the Super Chat here. I prefer PayPal because we lose less money on PayPal than the Super Chat. Yeah, Zach, that's just a little too close.
I agree.
No worries, BNS Odyssey, no worries. Wendy says, I already have the stickers on my sticker board. Outstanding, Wendy.
If anybody wants stickers,
good evening.
That is Rob's PayPal, 3 for 10 or 1 for 5.
Absolutely, 3 for 10 or 1 for 5. I think we're either coming up or just over $500 in donations, guys. I have gotten a hold of an official with Feeding America. It's a different person than the person I dealt with 3 years ago during COVID. But this person has been very nice. We're correspondent, and go down there with the check, turn it over to the photo op. They're going to give you a tour of their home so that you see that bigger than that. Yeah, you don't see anybody's hands. Brockton made sure that our hands weren't showing, so there you go.
Yeah, the stickers you just PayPal it over to Rob at flthunder@me.com. Friends and family, $10 gets you all 3.
Grandma Kelly, that's very, very kind of you, and I will send you a bunch more stickers because I know I was told you have a sticker basket and you take your sticker basket with you and pass them out. Hey, we would love it if our stickers went all across. Look at that, Miss George Ann.
Thank you, Miss George Ann. Now hold on, Rob. I don't know if you caught this. I think Grandma Kelly just tricked you. Because if you read this close, when I get stopped, the lady hasn't stopped driving for like the last 2 months.
That's true. And I know I had Miss Georgianne's address, so thank you, Georgianne. Wow, Diana's already up to a 6 sticker board. I've only got 2 sticker boards. I'm just about ready to finish my second one, Mary, and start a third one. But wow, 6 sticker boards. That's awesome.
Hey, Rob, have you ever lived next to a house that has huskies?
The girl across the street, the teenager across the street had one. Super, super nice, friendly dog.
They're very nice.
But it wasn't a howler. So if you're asking if it was a howler, it was not a howler.
I got 2 across the street. They don't run away like huskies, and they seem like really nice dogs. They're very pretty, but they are howlers.
Wow, there's so many people that have huskies that have YouTube channels that they do the shorts where every time an ambulance goes by or a fire truck or even if the kids start screaming that the dogs are howling. Fortunately, the dog, she had 2 dogs. She had the husky and she had a pit bull. And I'm not a huge pit bull fan because I got bit by one when I was a police officer. Not the dog's fault. We actually got a call to this biker's house, and there's somebody saying the dog was running loose. And I get there and I'm talking to the biker, and the dog was on a leash, on a chain in the yard, and the dog was laying on his little front step. And I raised my arm or something to do, I don't know, get something, look at something. And I raised it, and the dog took a threatening gesture towards his owner, and the dog, before I could even get my hand on my gun, the dog ran off the porch, bit me in the leg, and then ran back to the porch again. When he was on a leash, it was not So I got on the radio and said, I'll be taking myself to work on next week. So I took a lot of crap over that one.
Well, the funny thing about these ones, they're across the street and one house up. If I howl right now, they will start howling. They howl for random reasons, but
No, Thomas, I do not want to hear 100 sled dogs howling. I have no idea. That is a lot of stickers, William. Graham McKelly says, I do stop for pee breaks.
Minix wants to know if coyotes count.
Oh, there you go. Sometimes, Mary, the corner of the sticker flew off, and I have to put clear tape over the sticker. That's how I keep mine on there. Have a good night, Nick. Thanks for popping in with us, buddy. Yeah, I would imagine that's pretty annoying.
See, the thing is, you can't do anything to the dogs to make them be quiet. Anything you do will just make them howl more.
Look at Bells. Our basset hound never saw a stranger. Well, that's Miss Sadie here. Every person enters his house. Mike's physical therapist came to the house today, and Sadie just had to go greet her and say, "Hi, Mike."
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, that's my Doberman. If you walk in and you don't pay any attention to her or whatever, she uses her nose to flip your hand on her. Or if you're standing and you can't and she can't get your hand for whatever reason, she crotch shots you. Doesn't do it to me or my kids or whatever, but anybody else that come in the house, if they're not paying her the appropriate attention that she feels like she deserves, she'll nut check them.
Sadie will nudge your hand all the time, and you're right. She loves sticking her nose in crotches, and it's just.
Oh, and she doesn't nudge. She throws.
I used to breed cane corsos before the HBC accepted me to have that at that time. I love dogs, but I don't know if I could do it with them.
We found another wild sighting of a digging it back sticker. It's apparently stuck to a cart at Lowe's.
Hey, man, I want to go back and see what Phil Leo put. Somebody's laughing at Phil Leo's comment.
We felt that.
I'm trying to go back and find things.
Patriot says he saw a coyote get lunch today in the wild.
Oh yeah, the no hands in the tub.
Oh yeah. Oh, PA, she's bad. She got a strong neck too.
Yeah, the golden retrievers, Diana, they're just such wonderful dogs. Golden retrievers are just wonderful. Good man. Good evening, Miss Leanne.
Hello, Leanne.
Miss Leanne's been coming in some Zoom meetings, Zach. It's been great having a new face in the Zoom meetings.
Nice.
And Miss Grandma Kelly was in last week's Zoom meeting too.
Oh yeah.
We could get Leanne and Grandma. Now we have a couple ladies in there. We keep the room a lot calmer.
Yeah.
Have a good evening, Show Me Stacker.
As long as they both have met Park Rat Pat online before, they should be just fine. You wouldn't want a newbie walking into a Park Rat Pat.
No, you would not. You have to prepare for Park Rat Pat.
Well, I liked it best when he said his brother told his kids, don't ever repeat anything Uncle Pat says.
I want to make sure I got one name in the chat, Zach, or in the race.
Well, that's the thing. Coyotes aren't really strong animals. They got a good bite on them. They're just not really strong animals. They can be fought off. A wolf, a regular dog doesn't have a chance against.
I've been seeing a lot more bear videos on YouTube too.
It's all whatever you're watching. You can go through and reload your shorts feed or your long videos feed with whatever you watch a couple of times. That's why my bedroom TV, we don't pay for cable or for TV shows. All we have is streaming services. My bedroom TV, I refuse to log it onto my YouTube because when I'm going to bed and I want to watch other shows, I don't want to see anything about my regular YouTube channel. So I get a completely different type and stream of shows.
I think tonight after I get off the stream here tonight, I'm gonna watch the new Acolyte show from Disney, Star Wars. It's got Terry Moss from Matrix in that. I like it.
I watched the beginning and the end of the Oppenheimer movie the other day.
That is a phenomenal movie. Me and a buddy went to the theaters and saw that. It was over 3 hours long, and it just held your caption. It was excellent. Grandma Kay says, I've met Pat a couple times. Somebody else just said they met Pat a couple of times. PA said, for you folks that meet him in person, he is exactly the same as he is. With what you get with Pat is what you see. And I thank you guys for mentioning Pat's name. Zackson mentioned Pat's name. I want to give Pat a shout out tonight. I'm having Monday or Tuesday night on Bill's stream. We're going to pick the winners for my million views giveaway. Thank all you folks that have left great comments for that giveaway. We're doing 2 barber quarters, and I think we have enough comments to do the Washington Silver also. But as excited as I'm out past 1 million, Parkrap Pat just passed 3 million views, guys. His channel is doing really well, so I want to give a big shout out. Congratulations to Pat. There have been a lot of channels some great milestones lately. And I want to start getting a few more people. We're probably going to do it here on the Saturday night stream too, Zach. But I want to start getting a few more guests coming in on Sundays.
Guests, yeah. Break up the monotony, or not the monotony. You know, bring some new faces in. Hopefully, get some people out to meet. As long as you can keep them PG for Sunday and only a double X on the Saturday nights.
I watched the Susie movie. Not bad. It was good. I don't know which Martin. I don't know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, neither do I. Hello, Mr. Metal Detectors.
Oh, probably the Sousa movie, the one about the conductor. I wanted to see that. If that's the one he's talking about, I wanted to see that. John Philip Sousa. So,
if anybody doesn't have subscribed to Mr. Metal Detectors, go and give him a subscriber. He had a rather large YouTube channel and lost it for some reason or another. I don't remember what. But if you guys don't have him, go and get him and watch the video.
Grandma Kay, don't we live in an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous country? Guys, I've traveled numerous places all over the world, and I've seen some beautiful places and some amazing places. But guys, Denise and I have done some great road trips across this country, seen some beautiful, fantastic places. Folks, we just live in an absolutely gorgeous country. From one end of the coast, from Zackson's end of the coast, up to New England, where Melly Man lives. I've never been to New England before. My older sister just took a trip up there a couple years ago and said it's as beautiful as you think it is. So,
you know, besides the beauty of this country, you've got to acknowledge if you're in any major city anymore, or at least on the West Coast, if you're in any major city anymore, it's a comedy show too. Watching what some of these people are doing on the sides of walking out of Walmart.
Oh, Walmart itself is a whole separate category. Whoever came up with that channel, the people of Walmart, was a freaking genius. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Metal Detectors, we've been shouting you out every video since YouTube screwed your channel. I hate to say it, buddy, but just keep putting those shorts on, and hopefully those people that were subscribed to you will come back. Metal detecting with Randy, they did this to him about 2.5 years ago. He woke up one morning and his channel was gone. And YouTube did admit that it was an error. But did they put his channel back? No, they didn't. So Mr. Randy had to rebuild his channel. Luckily for Mr. Randy, he had saved all his content, so he was able to re-up his content, reload his content. But what Randy did to get his subscribers back was Randy started doing a lot more shorts. And he's very big on analytics. And Mr. Randy has built his channel up even bigger and better. So, Mr. Metal Detector, good luck. I hope you do the same. I'll set more too. Yep, there you go, Martin. Mr. Metal Detector says California is an all-nut show.
I guarantee you we could get Mr. Metal Detectorist to 150 tonight. That's only 13 or 23 subs for him.
There you go, guys. You have it. There you go. Zackson just put up his link, guys. Please check him out. There you go. He's backing everything up in 3 places. Smart move.
I used to like the old Quentin Tarantino movies. I don't think I've seen any of the new ones.
He just canceled his last film. It was one that was supposed to be his 9th film or whatever. He just canceled his last movie, the one he was going to start working on for this year. I can't remember what it was about, but he either canceled it or postponed it. Oh, he's talking about the coal miner. Okay, all right, yeah, I'm thinking about a different guy, Rob. Oh yeah, Highway 101. There you go, Grandma Kay. When we come back from Bowling Green, one year we got off the interstate and we came back to the Ozark Mountains, the mountain ranges there, coming down through Tennessee and Kentucky, and it was just an absolutely gorgeous drive. I'd love to get up to New England or the Northeast one year and see all the trees change. Thank you, Chop Shop. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, Rob, I used to drive a lot through the night, but as I get older now, and definitely if I travel with the by car, we don't do these all-nighters anymore. We'll stop at dark, get dinner, check into a hotel, and drive from the daytime where you get to see this beautiful country. There you go. Diana says go to Connecticut in October. It's absolutely gorgeous. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do either one of my 2-state trips to Missouri or Maryland this year, but I'm going to try. I've been invited up to my neighbor's big estate up in Michigan. I've got a free place to stay there for a week if I want to go. But thank you, Paul Casper. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. I just want to see Connecticut, Northern New York, somewhere like that in the fall.
Yeah, it's got to be absolutely gorgeous. I've never been to D.C. to see the cherry blossoms. I did get to D.C. once a few years ago when I went to see my cousin in Maryland. I did do a day trip up to D.C. The museums up there are all just incredible, and they're all free. The Smithsonian, the Natural History Museum, all those museums are free. It just blows my mind every time I see Zach, and it's still daylight out there.
It's only 8:20 here.
There you go, Rob. Orchie says the Cherry Blossom Festival is beautiful. Yeah, I'd like to see that. There's just so many cool things to see in this country, guys. I mean, you could spend your whole lifetime seeing incredible places and go to different festivals and art shows and hot air balloons, just whatever you're into, kites, whatever you're into here in the United States. Without ever leaving this country, and I've been to some beautiful places. I've been to Paris. I've been to Cologne, Germany. I've hiked across through Germany, the Rhine River. I've been traveling through Canada. I've stayed in bed and breakfasts in Canada. I've been to England. I lived in England for 3 months. I went to Buckingham Palace. I've been to the top of the Eiffel Tower. But I'm telling you, it's just beautiful here in the United States.
See, that's the only real problem with California, or at least the southern part of it. You've got two seasons: the hot season and the not quite so hot season.
Yeah, we don't have 4 seasons here in Florida either. Yeah, it's just gorgeous, Grandma Kelly. Yeah, and Connie says the Northeast states are so beautiful. Absolutely. Mystic says, I want to go back to Puerto Rico and detect some old ruins. Oh, that would be awesome, Mystic. I've never been to Puerto Rico. You know, guys, I've lived in Florida now exactly 50 years, 51 years I've lived in Florida. I have only been to Key West 3 times. And it's only 9 hours from here. You know, I have a friend, I have a very close friend, Zach, that's from Falkirk, Scotland. And Falkirk is where the William Wallace statue is, which is, you know, one of their founding fathers of the country, the guy that Braveheart's based on. And he has family members. That statue's less than 45 minutes from his house. He's got family members that have never been up to see that statue. 45 minutes from their house. National hero, and they've never been up to see that statue.
I talked to some, or I've heard some of the European foreigners that come over here, and their friends are telling them, go do this and go do that, go visit this, go visit that. You know, the different things, and they try to explain to them. They're like, you don't understand how big this place is. Each state is the size of our country.
Yeah, I had a buddy in high school whose cousin came over from England. He was actually the guy. Once I made friends with him, he's actually the guy that I stayed in his well, I call it a condo, he called it a flat. But I lived with him in his flat in Brighton, England. And when he came over here the first time, his friends were like, okay, you know, are you going to go see the Statue of Liberty? Are you going to go see the Grand Canyon? And he's like, dudes, you know, these aren't 45-minute drives away like they are here from going from Germany to France. You know, you can get there in an hour. That's a 3-day drive from people. Yeah, you're right, Zach. In Europe, they just cannot comprehend how big this country is.
Hello, Home Zoo.
Good evening, Home Zoo. Bodega Bay. There you go.
Later, Dirt Devil.
Yeah, Mary, we were talking about that earlier before you came in, Mary. We were talking about not only is that phenomenal, and not only do these folks really need it, they're a combined family. I think they have 3 or 5 kids. They have said they've never could afford a house. Now they're going to use this to put a good chunk down on the house. And I find it absolutely amazing that the New York Police Department's allowed to keep that money. I just think it's great. Shannon says, my oldest daughter and granddaughter on a trip to Italy. It looks beautiful. Yeah, that's a place I'd like to go, Shannon. There are a lot of places that not a lot. There are quite a few places that I don't have any desire to do or to go. And no offense against Mexico. You're never going to be taking a car trip south of the border into Mexico. I'm sorry, there's just too many people get killed and get kidnapped in Mexico. Yeah, when we get off the cruise and stop in one of the port cities, yeah, that's fine with me. I can say I've been to Mexico many times or on a cruise, but you're never going to catch me getting in a car and driving to Mexico.
Yeah.
There you go, Neil. Went to a YouTube meetup about a month ago just outside the Ozarks in Missouri. My sister just got back to Neil, her and a group of friends that have been doing it for years. Like, we're taking our Bowling Green car guys trip. She has a bunch of lady friends, and they had 13 people this year that did their fishing trip down to the Ozarks. They fish during the day. They play poker and make vats of chili at night, drink their beer and their wine. So, yeah, they have their annual trip. And I'm leaving on mine Wednesday. Miss Patty's got to go. Got to get up at 5 to swing. Have a good night, Miss Patty. Thanks for hanging out with us. Nashville, Tennessee. There's another county. Not Nashville. There's another pretty city. Good evening, Home Zoo. Good evening, Relic Reaper. Yeah, that is unfortunate, Phil, because, again, they have a beautiful country. The people there are super, super, super nice. Denise's dad actually took a fishing trip down to Cuba. He was in Cuba in the early '60s, not long after Fidel Castro. But they were down there on a charter fishing trip, and he said he has no problem. That was before, obviously, the State Department cut off the lake. But he had no problem down there. He enjoyed his trip down to Cuba. I'd love to go see Cuba. I mean, from here in Florida, it's only they actually have the organized tours now. It's a Palma de Terre Lake. I don't know where that is, Neil. Oh, I guess that's in. Rick has a week off in 2 weeks, and we're going to go see more of West Virginia than we usually see. Folks, I had a dad who did not like to travel. My father was not a car guy or traveling guy, but my mother was just born with wings in her feet. That woman just traveled. The minute my father passed away, we hardly ever saw my mom again. She was like Grandma Kelly. She was just in the car, driving, going to meet people, going to see people. And this was before cell phones, so we actually got my younger sister got my mom a CB radio, so she could at least stay in touch with the truckers and communicate with people. And we thought a little better that she had a CB. But my mother loved driving across the country. Lived in Newman 79, north part of 80, and never checked the 5-minute ride it was reported. Yeah, Shannon, seeing those old cars, the 50s and cars and Cuba, Shannon, would just be freaking awesome.
They don't have the old cars because they want them.
No, they got to keep fixing them, Zed. That's right.
They don't have a choice.
You would think now, with a bunch of tourists going down there, that some people could smuggle them some new carburetors or something.
You can't even get them up here. You'd probably
bet. Funny, I watch a channel, Zach, on these people that buy returned mail and unclaimed mail, and one of the packages, they buy a big box. It's got like 16 packages inside the box, and they open it up, and one of them was a carburetor that somebody never picked up when it got mailed to them. And I'm like, a carburetor being shipped in the mail.
I forgot. Back in just a
DK1 saying goodnight. Well, guys, it's about 11:30. Let's get one more race run here. Lucky James Eller, good evening, sir. Perfect timing to come in. We're going to run a race here for a Merc dime. Alrighty, let me get that set up here, guys. Everybody that's here is in. Shuffle once, shuffle twice, shuffle 3 times, and 3, 2, 1. And Mr. Charlie was here. You say good luck, good luck, good luck, everybody. Thank you, Tom Kinley. There you go. Marty. Good seeing AU Diver in here. The other Greg. There you go, Rob. Yeah, you're right there. Evening, Chris. All right, let's see who's Zed hasn't seen his duck lately. Frankie's out front. PD Sandigger. Statue of Liberty. There's Mr. Randy we were talking about earlier. He's up there, heavy metal. Expressions there's backbreaking's up there. Mr. Gold Painting Jocko is the doctor with the mask on. Nick Molnar, he just left the field. Magna Man's up there. Wrenches Repair, he's been here all night. You running this one for a Merc Dime, Mr. Zach?
Yeah, I heard. I was watching. Mr. Metal Detective is telling Weigold he'll be at Poway Park tomorrow detecting.
Oh, it's always great when you guys all get together for collabs. There's been so many more of them done lately. So many more events that people can do. This is just not a good year for me to go to events, guys. I did get that Florida Hunt 11, Florida Hunt 10, whatever this year's was up there. And, Gainesville, my one big event I went to this year with Charlie. All right, guys, 10 seconds. Here comes a lot of channels coming up.
Connie Barnes is saying that the video from Let's Get Magnetic for that $100,000 safe will be released tomorrow morning.
Came in. Look at that perfect timing, Mr. Chris. Look at that.
Show me treasure.
I know he's here because I just saw him. Drew Shepard, good evening.
Hello, Drew. Oh, there was Show Me Stacker.
Oh, that's right. It was Show Me Stacker. That's right.
Show Me Treasure. Are you here? We don't want to have to give it to that.
There he is. There he is. He says.
Where?
Right there. It's been a long time. Congratulations, Chris. You get a month coming your way.
Night, Mary.
Well, Zach, I got some things to get done before the stream tomorrow, so we're going to call this a little early tonight.
That works.
All righty. So, yeah, he's definitely here. All right. Huggy Bear, seriously, good evening. Sorry we're getting ready to wrap it up, but welcome to the chat. We do this tomorrow morning here on the same channel at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Come by tomorrow. We will get you into duck races tomorrow, sir. Everybody have a good night, Mr. Zach. As usual, thank you very much, sir. Couldn't do this without you.
Next weekend, we will be on Charlie's channel.
Yeah, next week we'll be back to Mr. Charlie channel. Catfish Dog, thanks for being here. We'll see you in the morning. And yes, we'll be on Mr. Charlie's channel next week. But tomorrow morning we'll be here at 9 a.m., guys, with some more duck races and a butter gooey race.
Oh, gooey race, nice. Don't forget everybody, stickers, PayPal, Rob's PayPal's up there. FLThunder@me.com. 1 for 5, 3 for 10. It goes to feeding.
We'll show the stickers off tomorrow morning, guys, because we're going to wrap this up at the end of June. So we'll show the stickers off again tomorrow morning. All righty, guys. We'll see you in the morning.
Later, folks.